Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a preview for DC Pride 2022 number 1. This is DC's 2022 celebration that kicks off with more stories, more characters, and more pride than ever before. This anthology features 13 all-new stories spotlighting LGBTQIA plus fan favorites, new and old, including Superman, Nubia, Tim Drake, Kid Quick, Aquaman, Green Lantern, Alysia Yeoh, The Ray, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Batwoman, and more. This special also includes a Multiversity Teen Justice kickoff story spotlighting Kid Quick and written by the miniseries team. An introduction by activist, actress, and real-life superhero Nicole Maines that will include a teaser for her upcoming Dreamer project. So yeah, there's a lot happening here. I have a little bit of preview. And as you can see here, we have a lot of different creators, a lot of cool stories, some pinups. This is the book that just introduces so many characters, brings us so many little stories for each of these characters from this community. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of the little preview. It was a little bit difficult, so I will tell you, I don't have preview art for every story, unfortunately, but this is what we have from DC Comics, and we're always thankful to get a look at some of the stuff early. And there's one more caveat, and I'll get into that. But let's just go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff. I'll talk about the creators that are behind these stories, what the stories are about, at least which character they focus on. And I really hope you guys go out and get this. DC's put a lot of work into this stuff. And it's just really cool to see some of these characters with, whether it's a superhero story or just a story of like their everyday life, celebrating Pride in this month. So let's go check out some preview art and talk about some of the creative teams here. So for our first story, Super Pride, this is written by Devin Grayson with art by Nick Robles, colors by Triona Farrell. This story focuses on Superman, Jon Kent. There's a little bit of Damian as well, but also a lot of stuff with Jay. So if you've been reading the Superman book, Superman Son of Kal-El book, you'll know a lot of these characters. Now, the other story that we have here is Confessions by Stephanie Williams, Megan Hetrick, Marisa Luis. This is a Nubia story, Nubia from the Amazons. So very interesting story. Let's keep going forward here as we see. The next story is called Think of Me by Rose Stein and Ted Brandt. This story focuses on Green Arrow, Connor Hawk. Really cool story. Next up, we have Up at Bat by Jadicia Axelrod, Lynn Yoshi, and Tamara Van Villen. This is a Batgirl story. Some of you may be familiar with this character, some of you may not. So really fun introduction or reintroduction maybe into this world. Next up, we have A World Kept Just For Me, written by Alyssa Wong, W. Scott Forbes on art. This is a Aquaman story, Jackson Hyde Aquaman. And then we also have The Gumshoe in Green, written by Tini Howard, Evan Cagle, and this story focuses on Joe, the Green Lantern. So if you read Far Sector, you will be more familiar with this character. Next, we have Public Display of Electromagnetism by Greg Lockhart and Giulio Macacione. This story features The Ray. Next up, we have, I don't have preview art for the next story. It's called Bats in the Cradle. This is by Stephanie Phillips, Samantha Dodge, and Marisa Luis. This is the Batwoman story. Next, we have Special Delivery, which we see the other panel for, by Travis G. Moore, Enrica Aaron, and Giulioni. This story focuses around Tim Drake, one of my favorite Robins, and one of my favorite characters overall. I don't have preview art for The Hunt, written by Danny Fernandez, with art by Zoe Thorogood and Jeremy Lawson. This is a Harley and Ivy story. And then, last but not least, we have Are You Ready for This by Danny Laurie and Ivan Cohen, Brittany Williams, and Enrica Aaron Angioli. This focuses on Kid Quick, the Flash from Earth 11, which was introduced in a story last year in the Pride issue, and we'll be heading to their own series coming up pretty quick actually on Tuesday. So we'll talk more about that on Tuesday on the video on Tuesday for the Teen Justice League. I do want to show you here. So before we get into that, there is one more story called Finding Batman by Kevin Conroy with art by Jay Bone and Aditya Bidikar on letters. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to preview this story. This story is not in the preview that we were sent by DC. So on Tuesday, even myself, I'm still looking forward to reading something because, first of all, I love Kevin Conroy and the voice work, but him writing a Batman story in this anthology is just something that I can't wait for. I do want to mention the letters for a lot of these stories are Aditya Bidikar, Ariana Meher, and Frank Svetovic. Apologies for any mispronunciation of any names. And I also want to give a quick shout out to the editors on this book because they work really hard to get these stories done, get them on time, and then also put this whole book together, right? So in this book, we have a few editors, Ariana Totoro, Andrea Shea, Jessica Chen, and Michael McAllister. All great individuals. I follow a bunch of them on Twitter, and they're really cool. They love promoting books like this and really everything that they work on. So I feel like the editors a lot of the time go very much uncredited, and I think, I don't know that they expect a lot of the praise, but in doing something like this, an anthology book with so many moving parts, so many different stories, so many different creators, it's definitely nice to give them a quick shout out. I also want to show you guys the variant cover by Jen Bartel. And then we also have another variant cover featuring pretty much all the heroes from our stories here. Swabi, a variant cover by Swabi. So very much looking forward to this. And I'm really excited to get to that Batman story and revisit some of that. So in the comments of this video, let me know what your favorite story was. I have a few. The Poison Ivy Harley story was really good. The Tim Drake story was really good. The Batwoman story I really enjoyed. I mean, everything was really good. It's just really interesting that, we have a book like this and we get to have some really cool stuff by, a bunch of very diverse creators, but also about a bunch of diverse characters. So I'm looking forward to more of this to come. And I'm actually reading a lot of these books anyways. I'm reading Superman, Aquaman, Batwoman, or Harley, which has had Batwoman in it. We have a new Poison Ivy book coming up. So very much interested in a lot of this stuff. So you guys let me know what you think. And let us know what was your favorite story. Give a big shout out to all these creators. And I can't wait to read that Batman story. Follow me on Twitter at Echo Spider. I'll give you a little bit more of a detail if what I thought about that story. So so there you have it. As always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and stay tuned because we have more trailer reactions, comic reviews, TV reviews, all that good stuff. And stay here in the channel. Happy Pride Month, and as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.